Global Digital Storybooks proudly present the story of Robin Hood. There are many legends about the outlaw Robin Hood who robbed from the rich to feed the poor. But this is the real story of what happened in Sherwood Forest. One day, Robin Hood and Little John were walking through the forest.
You know something, Robin? You're taking too many chances.
Chances? You must be joking. That was just a bit of a lark, Little John.
Yeah? Take a look at your hat. That's not a candle on a cake.
Hello. This one almost had my name on it, didn't it? They're getting better, you know. You've got to admit it. They are getting better.
Yeah, the next time that sheriff will probably have a rope around our necks. Pretty hard to laugh hanging there, Rob.
Ha! The sheriff and his whole posse couldn't lift you off the ground. On guard!
Hey, watch it, Rob. That's the only hat I've got.
Oh, come along. You worry too much, old boy.
You know something, Robin? I was just wondering. Are we good guys or bad guys? You know, I mean, are robbing the rich to feed the poor.
Rob? That's a naughty word. We never rob. We just sort of borrow a bit from those who can afford it.
Borrow? Boy, are we in debt.
Robin and Little John saw the king's golden carriage passing through the clearing.
I thought King Richard was away.
Little John said, "That impostor is his brother, Prince John," Robin Hood sneered. Wicked Prince John and his aide Sir Hiss cackled over the gold. They were stealing from all the townspeople, but Prince John didn't call it stealing.
Taxis.
He chuckled. Beautiful, lovely taxis. But Prince John, those are from the poor. There on the road ahead of them, Prince John saw two gypsy fortune tellers. He did not know that the two gypsies were really Robin Hood and Little John in disguise.
What? Who are they?
Prince John stopped the coach and invited the gypsy woman inside the carriage to tell his fortune. As Robin Hood told Prince John's fortune inside the royal coach, Little John quickly began taking back as much of the prince's ill-gotten fortune as he could.
Wow. So many gold.
No, Little John, those are my gold. You can't take my gold. When Robin and Little John had taken all the gold they could carry, they ran off into the forest, leaving the bewildered prince behind. Robin Hood! Little John! Prince John's taxes were so high that practically everyone in the town of Nottingham was left in a state of poverty. The sheriff of Nottingham was mean. He was in charge of collecting the taxes, and those who couldn't pay were locked up. No! Sheriff! For the sake of Nottingham, we need to risk our lives! Well, looky there, the sheriff said. It's that old do-gooder Friar Tuck, probably out doing good again. I better see what he's up to.
Sheriff, I warn you, if you make a mistake.
Friar Tuck headed for the poor blacksmith and gave him a bag of coins. "For you up to, from Robin Hood," the friar whispered. Neither of them knew that the sheriff was listening at the door. The sheriff heard coins jiggling inside the cask where Otto had hidden his money. Here, Otto, let me give you a hand.
What's the name? Take it easy on me, Sheriff.
The sheriff chuckled as he stole the coins out of the cask and into his hand.
Sheriff!
The sheriff interrupted Skippy about his birthday party too. He snatched away Skippy's only birthday present, a small shiny gold coin, leaving Skippy with only 3 empty bucks.
No, Sheriff, please, it's the only way.
I'm just doing my duty for poor Prince John.
No!
As the sheriff left, a blind beggar man came in. The sheriff even stole the single penny that was in the beggar's tin cup. Did I hear that today it's someone's birthday? The beggar asked. Suddenly, the beggar removed his disguise.
Could that be?
Skippy shouted.
It's Robin Hood.
Robin Hood gave Skippy a bow and arrow and a hat. Now Skippy looked just like Robin Hood.
You made my day, Robin Hood!
Oh, it's nothing.
Oh, Robin Hood.
Skippy was showing off his birthday presents for Robin Hood. His arrow sailed over the castle wall and into the garden beyond. Skippy carefully sneaked into the garden when he met Maid Marian and her lady-in-waiting, Lady Cluck. Maid Marian was very kind and invited all the children in.
Excuse me, but is your name? I'm Maid Marian. And you are? This is Lady Cluck.
Mommy said, "You and Robin Hood are sweethearts," Baby Buddy said.
That was a long time ago.
Maid Marian sighed.
Well, he did carve my initials on his tree.
Skippy's visit awakened Marian's memories of Robin Hood.
Oh, Clucky, what if he's forgotten all about me?
Maid Marian need not have worried. Deep in Sherwood Forest, Robin was lazily daydreaming of his lady love.
Oh, Bear. Hey!
Hey, what? What do you say?
Ah, forget it. Your mind's not on food. You're thinking about somebody with long eyelashes. And you're smelling that sweet perfume.
Friar Tuck came along and told Robin Hood and Little John that Prince John was holding an archery tournament the very next day.
Maid Marian is going to give a kiss to the winner.
The friar said, "A kiss to the winner." Robin said, "Come on, Little John, what are we waiting for?"
Now hold up, Robin Hood. You gotta be careful. This place could be crawling with people.
The next morning, fanfares trumpeted and drums rolled, signaling the beginning of the tournament of the Golden Arrow. Everyone watched excitedly as the majestic procession marched to the castle. "Everyone in Nottingham, let the tournament of the Golden Arrow begin!" Prince John knew that Robin Hood couldn't resist showing off his skill with the bow and arrow.
My trap is set.
The prince cackled. "Robin Hood will come to the tournament."
How? I know him.
Maid Marian asked Lady Cluck. Little did she know that Robin Hood and Little John in disguise were watching her.
Oh, don't worry, my dear.
Lady Cluck said.
He'll let you know who he is. Who might you be, sir?
I am Sir Reginald, Duke of Chutney.
Little John said with a flourish and a bow as he approached Prince John's royal box in a regal disguise.
Little John, I like that costume. Please sit down. Okay.
Maid Marian and Lady Cluck joined Prince John and the Duke of Chutney in the royal box. Robin Hood, disguised as a skinny-legged stork, joined the procession of archers who were competing for the day's prize.
I wonder who he is. Identify him. Well, you see, you can't tell his name. It's a secret.
Little John! Why didn't you tell me this sooner? As he passed Maid Marian, Robin Hood gave her a flower and let her know who he was. Just as Lady Could have did.
I just want to know who you really are, Robin Hood.
Soon, Robin Hood and the sheriff were two finalists in the tournament. The sheriff cheated to try to win. Wait, sheriff, what are you doing? It was Robin Hood's turn, not you. So I'm sorry, but it's your duty. What are you doing to me, sheriff? Let me go! But Robin Hood's excellent archery skills won him the prize.
Such excellence. I claim Robin Hood that.
No! Friend John!
See? I told you that.
Prince John knew that the skinny stork had to be Robin Hood in disguise. As the prince drew the sword to the winner of the tournament, whoosh! He cut away the costume to reveal Robin Hood.
I know who the stork is. That must be Robin Hood. I sentence you severe, instant, and immediate death.
No, Prince John, no!
Let him go.
Thinking quickly, Little John used a little sharp encouragement to convince Prince John to release Robin Hood. Quickly!
I'm coming after you, Robin Hood.
With Prince John's guards in pursuit, Robin Hood, Maid Marian, and all their friends made a swift escape from the castle and headed back to Sherwood Forest. That night, the glade in Sherwood Forest resounded with the songs and dances of a victory celebration.
This calls for a festival.
My city!
Long live Robin Hood!
In fact, Little John began singing this song to make fun of Prince John.
That Little John! I will make all of them pay in all Nottingham. Double taxes, triple taxes, 4 times the taxes.
His humiliation at the archery tournament only made Prince John more angry.
Double the taxes, triple the taxes.
Ah!
Sheriff, wake up!
Oh, Prince John! He screamed to the sheriff, answer his. Prince John taxed the heart and soul out of the poor people of Nottingham. If they couldn't pay their taxes, the sheriff threw them in jail. Well, especially on the Dale.
No! Let us go!
The sheriff even stole the last penny from the church's poor box. That was the last straw for the usually peaceful Friar Tuck.
Now, just a minute, Sheriff. That's the poor box.
It sure is, and I'll just take it for poor Prince John. Every little bit helps.
Oh, you put that back.
And His Majesty also blesses you, little sister.
You thieving scoundrel!
Now take it easy, Friar. I'm just doing my duty.
Collecting taxes for that arrogant, greedy, ruthless, no-good Prince John?
Listen, Friar, you're mighty preachy, and you gonna preach your neck right into a hangman's noose.
Get out of my church!
You thieving scoundrel! Friar Tuck roared as he chased the startled sheriff into the churchyard. Whack! Friar Tuck knocked the sheriff right in the head with a quarterstaff.
Whoa, Sheriff! You're under arrest for high treason to the crown.
The sheriff cried as he led the poor friar away to jail in chains. High in the castle, Prince John schemed again.
I'll use that fat friar as a bait to snare Robin Hood.
The prince growled. Prince John knew that Robin would try to rescue Friar Tuck. A familiar beggar man wandered into the courtyard and watched as the sheriff prepared the gallows for Friar Tuck. Robin Hood had an idea. As the sheriff snoozed soundly, Robin Hood and Little John climbed over the castle wall. Quick as a flash, Robin waylaid one of the guards and took his place.
Oh, Robin Hood, for the sake of Diane, please help me.
Disguised as a guard, Robin stole the sheriff's key and let Little John into the jail. You release Friar Tuck and the others, Robin whispered to Little John. I'll drop in on the royal treasury.
My keys! What happened to my keys?
Little John happily went to work, unlocking the chains and shackles of all the imprisoned townsfolk and prepared them for the big jailbreak.
You free us, Little John?
You saved us all!
Oh, don't mention it. After all, it's Robin Hood's duty.
Meanwhile, Robin Hood made his way to the tower bedroom, where greedy Prince John lay sleeping, surrounded by bags and bags of his ill-gotten tax money. Well, not anymore, Prince John. Watch as Robin Hood leads in adventure. Working quickly, Robin rigged a pulley system to carry the money bags out of Prince John's room and down to Little John, who waited in the courtyard below.
I'm still waiting, Robin Hood.
Friar Tuck and the other prisoners scurried out of the jail with as much as the tax money as they could carry.
Now that's enough money that all could carry. Now on to King Richard.
Just as Robin Hood made off with the last bags of coins, Sir Hiss woke up and called for the guards.
I say, Robin Hood's getting away. I call the guards.
With the castle guards shooting their arrows from below, Robin Hood made a daring leap from the tower, and the hapless Prince John was pulled along with him.
Robin Hood, please! Do this for your hope!
As Robin Hood scampered to open the drawbridge, Little John and the others hurried away from the castle. Robin Hood stayed behind to deal with Prince John and the sheriff. Angrily swinging the flaming torch at the fleet-footed Robin Hood, the clumsy sheriff set fire to the castle. Sheriff, this is all you're doing! As Little John and Skippy watched in horror, Robin dashed to the top of the tower roof, with the flames licking at his feet. Suddenly, he made a heroic leap into the moat far below.
You can do this, Robin Hood.
With his treasure lost, his castle ablaze, and Robin Hood escaped to safety,
No!
Prince
no,
John
no,
did
no,
what he
no,
usually
no.
did. He threw a temper tantrum, sucked his thumb, cried for his mommy, and blamed all his troubles on poor Sir Hiss.
Sir Hiss! I thought you were your counselor! What have you done?
King Richard soon returned home to England and set everything right. The king declared that Robin Hood was no longer an outlaw. For their crimes, Prince John, Sir Hiss, and the sheriff were sentenced to hard labor on the royal rock pile.
Hope you do good when you're released in jail, you three.
We'll do our best, Little John. Now that Robin Hood was no longer a wanted outlaw, he and Maid Marian were free to be married.
Long live Robin Hood! Long live King Richard!
And that is the real story of what happened in Sherwood Forest. The end.